Hey Kong fam, Shelby's Comics. So some of y'all might know I am in the process of moving, and that means all of this stuff has to be packed up or moved out or something, right? So the past couple days I have been actually moving a lot of things over into the vehicle to get sent to my local LCS. I've actually emptied out about 7 short boxes. But I'm kind of down to the area where I need to sort some things out. Now, I could just throw them all in boxes and say, future Shelby will deal with that. But I thought it might be a good idea, if you've got to do something, you might as well make content out of it, right? So I thought I'd kind of take you along this short journey of sorting through some comic books, what I'm keeping, why I'm keeping it, and yeah, see if we can get this in some kind of organization. So come with me on this journey. All right, so we're going to start over here, sorting some books. So here's some books I've started sorting out, and we'll kind of go through what I've got so far here. So first thing is, I thought about getting rid of these, but two of my favorite characters in Marvel is Magik and Dazzler. So I just don't know what to do. I'm going to keep them for now. If the stack starts getting too high with modern stuff that I'm keeping, then we'll reevaluate. But for now, same goes for Fantastic Four. I'm a big Fantastic Four fan. This is just an amazing book cover. It's a clean copy I thought about sending in, getting graded, just for posterity, but definitely keeping. A couple of special books here. This is a Scotty Young book. I don't know, I really liked it. Special edition, I'm keeping for now. This is Lock and Key Sandman Universe. This is a special edition from Bedrock City. So I'm gonna keep that. She-Hulk, another one of my favorite characters. So for now, and it's also Sabine Rich cover. She comes to some cons around here every now and then. Here's actually a Sabine Rich cover that I had signed. So I'll be keeping this for the time being also. Another Magik cover. Another She-Hulk cover. This was a great book. If you haven't picked it up, from Tom Scioli, Jack Kirby, The Epic Life of King Comics. Really great. So we're keeping that. Kind of move off the side for a minute. Magik. I need to rearrange these. I know I've got like a short box almost of these Red Rooms from Ed Piskor, and I know he's picking up like all the variants and stuff. I really try to support him a lot in his effort with this book. So I need to sort through that. So I'm going to set this off to the side because I know I have some more. Tom Scioli again, Fantastic Four. Now I come across these just various, Silver Age books and stuff. So here's an appearance of Three Stooges. I didn't know is that someone had taken a puncher and punched through that. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna make a little stack of like odd Silver Age. Not a great condition FF book, but it is a Pence variant. Keep that. Now I have a lot of these things here. Some original art. Don't know who the artists were. Not sure where I actually come across some of these. But yeah, so we're going to stick that into another pile. So we got several different piles starting here. Let's see. I think this is kind of a variant set. Now some are signed, so I have that one signed, that one signed. That one is not signed. Now some of these I actually picked up from either Tone or Tony whenever I met them years ago. I'm actually still friends with Tone, and some of these were things that like they only sold at their table and stuff. So I'm going to keep these for now. That one's signed, that's signed, that one's signed. Yes, I love these movie cover variants. And that one's signed, and that one's signed. Alright, so modern stack. Did we start our modern stack? I thought we did. Okay, yes. So here's our modern stack. Here's original art. I'm gonna go ahead and put the signed books over there. All right, some more signed books. So that's signed. Let's see. Okay, that one is signed. That is signed. All right, that is signed. Signed, signed, signed. All right, so looks like this whole stack is signed books. So we'll put that here. And we'll just start a box of signed stuff. Signed. Okay, another odd thing. So I have several odd things here, like this Crumb Yum Yum book. These are great. These are pop-up books, and you do not see these very often. There's only a couple of them, but yeah. Hulk popping up. Yeah, so really love these 1970s. Oh, the 70s. What a great time. Growing up in the 70s. Let's see. So I do collect, let's see, this isn't a comic book. This is just a bunch of like giveaway things, but I like keeping these around. See, another odd thing. Odd thing is from the Son of Houston Con. And then my buddy Todd, his original art here for Dr. Doom that he gave me. So we're going to do a little show with Gorilla Todd soon. Alright, so we're going to make a stack of odd things over here. That's really cool. So this is something that's put out when they changed the comics code. So they put this out in anniversary, 20 years of self-regulation by the comic industry. They changed some of the standards of comic code that's put out in the 70s. So very interesting. Gives a short history of the comics code and what the new code is. So we're gonna put that with that and start that odd sack. Oh, these are cool. So I found these at a university art sale. And I just had me going through, and immediately I saw this and I was like, wow, that is incredible. Someone drew that of Phoenix. And then they had this one of Starfire, kind of like the Venus. And yeah, so I had to pick these up. I think they're like $20 each, but you know, just beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. I'm gonna put that in the odd stuff. All right, here is another signed, 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 signed. Look at that one. That is Bart Sears, Randy Elliott. This one I got signed years ago, Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Signed. Don't even know why I kept it around. Don't even know who these people are, but it's signed. Same with this, signed. That one is signed a couple of times by Quezada and Palamonio. Same with that one. Oh, another original art piece. Now where were we? Did we start stacking the original art stuff with the signed stuff? Alright. That there. I'm going to move the signed stuff over here for a second. Actually, some of this stuff is signed. Signed. That is signed. Jim Shooter. Dan Slott. Another Campbell. Mark Bagley. Oh, okay, so another original art. That is too cool. Don't show that to your kids. Signed by JR. Look at that one. Man, John Byrne, Chris Claremont. Don't know whoever did that art. Okay, so another promotional. So you know I collect promotional books. So these are some later. A lot of promotional stuff I have is, of course, from the Golden Age and such, but these are modern promotional books. Don't even know what Allen and Humphreys is. This is cool. This was put out for the so Paragon Software. This is when they did the original. I believe this is on PC, if I'm not mistaken, for the game. Promotional. Oh, now I've got several of these. You know, I also collect Christian comics. And this is a hard one to come across. And I just saw Pope John Paul somewhere the other day. So I'm going to put this, I don't know, I'm put it in its own stack for now. Promotional books also need to kind of go in their own stacks. I know I have a whole box of those. So things I know that I have a box of already. So I'm going to put that there. All right, signed. That's signed. Signed. That is signed. Signed, signed, signed. Okay. Not signed, but this is just an artist. Oh, that I love. Love this person's art. Don't know who it is. Couldn't tell you. But, yes. So this is modern that I want to keep. And I guess that was this stack. Same with this. So it's that Scotty Young book. Let's see. I kept this because it's Fantastic Four. So do I have a Fantastic Four stack? Alright, I do not. So we're going to start a Fantastic Four. So maybe this needs to go in Fantastic Four stack. We're keeping the variant stack. Fantastic Four. Great. Okay, so I do know I have a whole box somewhere, Fantastic Four. So we're going to put that over here too. All right, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know not a lot of people. I don't know, it lasted, what, 4 or 5 seasons? I loved that show. I loved it. So I know I have some more S.H.I.E.L.D. books. I'm going to kind of put that there. Fantastic Four. Oh, Fantastic Four. She-Hulk. Okay, Saga. I know I've got more Saga somewhere, so we're going to put that over there. Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four. This is the only thing on my pull list, by the way. So, if you go to my LCS, there's only 2 books on my pull list. Saga and Fantastic Four. So, I know I have more of those in a box somewhere. There's a Magic cover. Magic. She-Hulk. Oh, and I love these. And I have several of these negative space variants. So I'm gonna kind of set that over here till we find the other negative space variants. Okay. So we have modern that I'm going to keep. Oh, big stack of signed books. That we'll go through, and then I think it's probably all of the books that have art on the cover. All right, I'm getting rid of those. I'm getting rid of that. So we're gonna put that over here. Signed Captain Atom #1. Oh, signed. Oh, classic. All right, let's go ahead and move this whole stack over here. All right, so these are mainly DCs that I want to keep. So we can kind of start its own stack. I'm just going to make sure that all these are DCs. Look at that one. I probably should sort them, but that's okay. All right. I think, yeah. All right, DC. Look at that early Superboy. Rights and cover. So I was trying, I think there's only 12 issues in this first issue special that DC did. Several of them are Kirby books too. This is a Ditko, maybe? And I know I thought about, that's a Kirby. I know I worked on that set. Like I said, I think it's only 12 issues, so it's not a hard set to put together. That is an early Simonson cover. ISIS. Oh, look at that. Weird War Tales #1. Hawkman #5. So this is the one I picked up. So it says centerfold detached, bottom staple. You know, we can fix that. That was one I planned on keeping. Karate Kid #1. Mike Grell art. I planned on keeping to redo. Okay, so we got our DC stack there.